La 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 la. Mana mana dee 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 dee. Mana mana dee 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 dee. Mana mana dee 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 dee. Boop boo. Hello, my crafty friends. Hello, my crafty friends. Welcome to Tuesday Live. Hello, my crafty friends. We're all in this together. We're making things together. Mostly making a mess together. Hey, everybody, it's Tiffany, and welcome to Tuesday Live. I'm just going to start out by saying I have had a very hectic morning, and so I'm a little bit frazzled today. So I'm going to try and take a deep breath, calm down. How are our eyeballs today, Suze? Are they popping on?
They are popping on.
We are popping on eyeballs. It is just Susie and I today, everybody. Be afraid. Be very afraid.
Be patient.
Be patient. Susie's going to do her best to feed me questions, but we don't have Leanne with us today. And there was something else I was going to tell you. We don't have Leanne with us today. Susie's going to do her best. Oh, yes. If you can hold your inventory questions to the very end, I will try to answer them. I don't have an inventory list with me today. They didn't give me an updated list. I do know we've had 2 container delays. I don't know what's on those containers, but just if you hold inventory and back in stock kind of questions until the very end, then I will try to answer them at the very end. And if I can't get to them at the very end, I will try to go back into the feed and answer them in Facebook or YouTube or wherever you asked them. But to be honest, I don't have, all I have is bad news. I know a couple of containers have been delayed getting to us. So welcome to Tuesday Live, May 30th, 2023. I hope all of you had a wonderful Memorial Day. And I hope you took some time out of the weekend to really think about the people who have literally paid the ultimate price so all of us could be here today doing what we love to do. All right, everybody, Tuesday Live. What do we got to talk about? We have something really exciting to talk about. We have finally set a date for the Get Organized Challenge. It is going to kick off on September 12th. I know that sounds like a long time from now because it's just, well, I guess it's June almost. But a couple things are happening. I'm going to be gone for 2.5 weeks in June. And then Susie is going to be gone in July, August. And so that kind of caused some, and
vacation time.
It's vacation time, right? All of you guys, everybody who's doing something is going somewhere doing something. So hopefully that's going to work out for everybody. We are going to do it in conjunction with scrapbook.com. They're going to be the host or sponsor for the Get Organized Challenge. So look for some great deals if you're not already shopping at scrapbook.com. They have a great selection of everything.
Well, Robin Johnson is very excited. She says, yay, my new craft space will be ready by then.
Oh, Robin Johnson, her new craft space is going to be ready. Boom, boom. We are going to set you up, Robin. You are going to absolutely love it. It's a perfect time to do the challenge. Those of you who still have kids in your house, they'll be back to school and kind of settled into their school routines. Maybe that'll give you a little bit of extra time to actually get your craft supplies organized. Okay, so I just want to talk about one thing that's not really organization related right now. This, my brand new Gemini. I just got it. I had company here this weekend. So I haven't really had a chance to play with it yet, but look at this. Okay, so this is one thing I want to talk about. The new Gemini, you can buy a rotating piece that inserts into the bottom. We have always put them on the rotating design boards. So this is cool. Look at this. Let me open it up here. You've got little tool storage underneath, both in the front and in the back. Look, I'm like a beach ball today. I'm going to try and get my mind together. There are some USB ports on the back. So if you were going to watch a movie or something, put your iPad right there and be able to watch, a movie, or maybe you're going to watch somebody giving you instructions on how to use the Gemini or how to create a project. There's a little storage space up here too, which is really kind of nice and handy. If you're using this on the new plastic rotating design board, it slides around on there, which is not good. So you're going to have to put something under it to make it not slide around. I haven't tried it on the wooden rotating design board. So both of these are on the website now. Oh, but we got a new little special today too. Also, so these are both
A beach ball.
the beach ball. I know. So it doesn't slide around on the wood one, but if you're using the plastic rotating design board instead of the wood one to hold your Gemini, or you want to, just put something underneath it that's going to prevent it from sliding. So something like shelving, the little mat that you put in your kitchen cabinets. I don't know what it's called, but shelf liner, something like that. Or if you have a silicone, which you can buy really cheap on Amazon, that you could cut it actually to fit the top if you're using the plastic. You might want to put it on here too, that it's not sliding on the wood, but you could cut it to put it on top of that, and that would prevent it from sliding as well. So I'm super excited to use this new machine. I got all the new bits and parts for it. It has some gorgeous new instruction booklet. If you've been waiting to get a Gemini, this just released yesterday, the 29th. And you have an opportunity also when you buy this on the Crafter's Companion website to buy a goodie bag. It's $150 purchase, but it's got $300 worth of goodies in it. So it's one of their, I know a lot of you have participated in the Crafter's Companion grab bags before, or surprise bags, I think they call them. And they have one of those that's loaded with dies and stamps and stuff to go with your new Gemini. So you might want to look at those as well. That's on the Crafter's Companion site. It doesn't have anything to do with Totally Tiffany. I was just excited to finally get it, right? I've heard about it, and finally have it. It was awesome.
Real quick, Barbara says she's starting her own Get Organized challenge for the summer. If somebody wants to get organized sooner.
So Barb Carlson, she's just put up a post. She's going to lead a Get Organized challenge this summer. So if you want to get on board for the summer and get started, Barb does an awesome job leading Get Organized challenge. I think she calls them what does she call it? She has a cute term for it. The unsanctioned, or it's not unsanctioned, but she has a cute word. But yes, she
Barb,
doesn't.
what do you call it?
Yeah, but what do you call that, Barb? You call it the something. Get Organized or something like that. So Barb does an awesome job. And so she's going to host a Get Organized challenge right there on the Get Organized with Totally Tiffany Facebook page. So you might want to if you're not a member of that page already, it's a great place to be for information and ideas. So this week we have, I always forget this. If you're watching and you want to win the prize, you need to comment in the feed. So we pull a winner out of all the comment feeds every week. You win a $25 Get Organized Totally Tiffany gift certificate that you can spend on anything on the website. So make sure you get your name in the comments so that when Susie is ready to pick a winner today, your name is in there as one of the things she has a chance to grab from. So if you're new and you have a question, if you start the question with the word question in all caps, or just a bunch of question marks, then it makes it obvious, or more obvious. Our feed goes really quickly in this event to Susie, and she will try her best to relay those questions to me. If we don't answer your question, you can always email it to customerservice@totally-tiffany.com, and Leanne will get it to me for next week. So full disclosure, the reason it's just Susie and I today is because Leanne is gone. So if you send her an email this week, she will not get it until next Monday. So don't be sad if she doesn't respond right away. I'm sure she has an autoresponder set up that's going to go out to her that way also.
Okay,
all right.
Totally off topic, but let's see, who is this? Donna Baker says, good morning from Alaska. Your husband needs to come up and photograph the wildlife. I've been photographing bears, moose, coyotes, birds, porcupines.
So Park, my husband, is an outdoor photographer, and his favorite place to visit is Alaska. He will be back up there again this summer. He lived there for a short time. If I would live in Alaska, we would live in Alaska because he loves it. So he will be in your neck of the woods later this summer. For those of you who don't know, his little dog Petey had to have another back surgery. They were supposed to be out in Utah doing photography right now, but Petey had a little emergency back surgery. So they're homebound for 6 weeks, but he is headed to Alaska. For those of you who love outdoor photography, you can follow him on Instagram. I'll have Susie type his handle in. It's just at Park Kitchings on Instagram. Okay, so let's talk about, well, as Susie's watching for questions, what our special deal is this week. And so I kind of went through all the things that you guys really love and looking at feedback from different surveys and stuff. And so we put together a special, and it's called the Tuesday Tribe Top 10, and it is 25% off this week. So we're going to try and have a Tuesday Tribe category on the website. If you look at the Totally Tiffany website, on the main page on the upper left side, does it say Tuesday Tribe or Totally Tuesday Tribe Top 10? Top 10. So we're going to Tuesday Tribe Top 10. So we're going to try and do something there that doesn't require a coupon code. That's just really easy products that we talk about or kind of highlight this week. So I was looking at what are the things that are favorites. Rotating design boards, of course, are favorites. Both of them are in stock right now. So you can pick up the plastic one or the wooden one, whichever you prefer, this week for 25% off. We also have a lot of stuff kind of around what's back in stock, favorites, summer travel. So the Deborah Buddy Bag, the lowest tote, we can get through all of this stuff. The Deborah Buddy Bag, the lowest tote. And you know what I was thinking? If you got your new Gemini, would it fit in a lowest tote? So one thing, I'm going to say yes, it will. One thing about carrying your Gemini in the lowest tote, it will fit. I believe it will fit. I'm going to measure it right now. I think I have glasses somewhere. I went to get glasses, and then, Susie, are my glasses over on my desk? They're not in my pocket, and I don't see them right in front of me either. Oh, perfect. Okay. So I don't know. It's a little over 14 inches long. It's going to be a squeeze in your lowest tote. I was thinking, that would be an easy way. Yeah, no, it's going to be too long for low. I mean, you could get it in there, but it wouldn't be comfortable. Anyway, great summer tote on special, 25% off. Also, this is the 8.5 by 11 A4 fab file. It does actually fit the plates for the Gemini. So if you're looking for plate storage or transportable plate storage for your Gemini, and the A4 8.5 by 11 fab file is going to work for that. So that is also something that's on special today. I was going through what goes with what here. The Kiwi Lane box. I know lots of you guys have been waiting for this to come back in stock. Of course, I don't have one over here. So my friend Susie, who has multiple jobs today, if you could grab a couple of the Kiwi Lane boxes, one shelf up at the, keep going. Yep. Perfect. Yep. Sure. What's in them? That'll be exciting. That's fun. All right. We'll talk about that. Sure. So the Kiwi Lane is the 12 by 6 box that people absolutely love for Kiwi Lane storage, right? But it also fits, if I have them in here, you can also fit the thicker stickers in there. That's one of the things people love about it. Of course, the Kiwi Lane templates fit in there perfectly. It will hold 2 6 by 6 paper pads side by side. I've got different embellishments in here, right? If you're putting a collection of things together, maybe again, with the idea of it's summer, are you going to be traveling somewhere and crafting? How can you make that easy? So this guy, super popular, and it's, as I said, sadly, it's been out of stock and is now back in stock. But a pretty versatile storage box also. This other one that Susie brought me is, I'm already making a mess, Susie. We're just getting started today.
You're a beach ball today.
I know, I am a beach ball today, bouncing around. So this is all tissue paper, right? So I do these little like stained glass things that I use tissue paper to make them. And so this is craft room tissue paper as opposed to, well, it could still be wrapping paper tissue paper. If you keep all your wrapping paper tissue together, it stores that there as well. But this is my crafty tissue paper. So a lot of great uses for that box. Again, part of the special today, the fab file I talked about. Oh, as we're heading into summer and we're thinking about travel. So either thinking about travel as far as a trip that you might be taking, or travel and needing a craft project to go with you. So the 12 by 12 binder, right? The 12 by 12 craft binder with the 3-ring section is on special, as are the project planner pages. So the project planner pages work great for putting a bunch of pieces together and then putting them into the binder so you can grab and go. It also works as a great way to save mementos and stuff while you're traveling this summer. So if you're collecting things on a road trip, or maybe you're just going to throw a project planner page and empty one into your suitcase, if you fly away somewhere, it just gives you a place to collect all those little bits and bobs that you, let's see if I have something in here that's already kind of set up that way, probably here. So it's these pages that you're getting, right? So this is a trip to the UK. You can see I've got all the different things I collected. There's a big 12 by 12 pocket in the middle. So these are on special. The binders are on special. And when you put them together, you've got a great, this is from India, so it doesn't belong here. It belongs in here. You've got a great combination for getting yourself organized on a trip. And then the beautiful thing about getting it done that way is that when you're ready to scrapbook that trip, you can just pull out that project planner page and know that you have everything, all your little mementos and stuff gathered together and ready to go. So you're not resorting or reorganizing them when you get home. You've just already got everything combined. Combine and conquer, as we say. So it's a great way to get yourself organized for summer travel. The lowest out, the hot glue gun holder is just a #1 item. Everyone loves them. If you're unfamiliar with the hot glue gun holder, I happen to have one down here. I should have pulled it up. This is mine. Oh, I have a couple of them down here, but I'll pull it out here. So
Barb says her
unofficial, that's what it is.
GOC will start on Monday, June 4th, next Monday. I was planning on doing it in my group, but I can cross-post to the Get Organized with Totally Tiffany group.
Perfect. So Barb is going to cross-post. She's going to host it in her group, which you're welcome to join and do it in her group as well. She'll cross-post to Get Organized Challenge group so everybody can see it. But it's going to start Monday, June 5th. Is that what you said, Susie? Yes.
4th.
Monday, June 4th. The unofficial, it actually is official. I totally endorse Barb. She's very knowledgeable. She's been working with the Get Organized with me, with the Get Organized Challenge for years. She totally knows her stuff, and I appreciate that she's going to take her time and help everybody else get organized. So thanks, Barb. Okay, so hot glue gun holder is special today. If you've not seen it, it works great for all kinds of hot glue gun holders. I've tested it, but it's also a great place if you like to use a big tape runner, but this gets sticky. You can just drop it in there because this is a little piece of glass and the adhesive won't stick and you won't lose this or get it buried during your project. So great for hot glue or any kind of heat tool, but also works great for this. Little cup at the end is going to hold your glue sticks, both sizes, but also if you have scissors or other tools, they're going to pop in there. So that is on special today. Also for the Totally Tiffany Tuesday Tribe Top 10, 25% off. So look at me already. I'm just making a huge mess here. So, all right. What else? Oh, do you have any questions, Susie, before I go on?
I do.
Oh, Susie has some questions. Oh,
let's see. From Eugene Barber. Tiffany, could you make interchangeable storage pouches for the Triangle Traveler?
Eugene Barber asking, can I make interchangeable storage pouches for the Triangle Traveler? Probably not, but I am working on.
Is this an unofficial announcement?
This is an unofficial announcement. I am working on a design for. That's so interesting that you say that. For a bag that will hold a variety of vinyl bags in a variety of sizes that all zip. So kind of a combination between a buddy bag in the zip and store and a tote bag that holds them all. So. And that's a ways down the road. I'm sure for those of you who are always here on Tuesdays, you'll get some updates.
It takes a while.
Yeah, it takes a while.
Rome was not built in a day.
Rome was not built in a day. And so as soon as I kind of get some mock-up stuff, I always ask you guys, what do you think? Like, I think it's a brilliant idea, of course, but That doesn't mean it is. So I rely on you guys to say, yeah, I love it, or no, that's, nope. So we'll see. Stay tuned.
All right, Sandy Grant is asking, has anyone else noticed how tight of a fit the 12 by 12 drawer storage tote is?
The 12 by 12 drawer storage, the storage and supply case, how tight of a fit it is.
But then once you get using it, loosens it.
I probably, if you're talking about the 12 by 12 storage and supply case, all of those storage and supply case bags, we try to make them very tight initially, because as you start putting things in and out of it, it's vinyl and it's going to stretch. So any of those bags, as you're loading the drawers in and you feel like this is really a tight squeeze, it's intentional, because once you start using it a bit, it's going to stretch out a little bit. And we didn't want it to stretch too far once you started using it. But yeah, so it will be, all of them are a little bit of a tight squeeze, especially the 8 drawer, right? People think, oh, I can only get 7 drawers in my 8 drawer. But once you get it loaded up and you get some weight in there, everything starts to stretch out, and it's easy, much easier than it appears.
In the beginning, it would get too loose and
yes,
you wouldn't like it. Wouldn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right.
So, okay, Danielle Obraza is asking, so I'm working on my scrap rack. I have many packs of enamel dots and cannot decide how to store because most packs have several colors in each pack. Suggestions?
Danielle is working on her scrap rack. She has multicolored enamel packs, and she wants to know how to store them because they obviously don't fit in a single color. So first thing is, I would remind you to keep things together you use together. It doesn't sound like that's the case, but if those enamel dots came with, so what I'm referencing, I have a kit that has beach paper and beach embellishments, all beach theme, and it also has a pack of those enamel dots that are multicolor that match that beach theme. So in that situation, even though the dots are solid colors, I would keep them with the beach, the rest of the things that go with that collection, right? And then as we use up the collection and becomes less and less, whatever the word is, dependent on itself for all the pieces, or the pieces kind of dwindle away, at that point, then I would move the enamel dots probably to the solid color where they belong. If you have lots of them, I would use that section in our rainbow that we just call the rainbow. And this is designed exactly for this type of thing, where you just can't decide where it's going to go. I should say it's more common in paper that you're going to have a section that's just called, I think we call it multi, not rainbow, actually. But so just, if they're multicolored enamel dots, put them into the very front of the rainbow section. You could use a shut your flap tab on there that says multicolored enamel dots. And that way, at least you'll be able to flip through and easily see all of them. So if you're using the small carded ones, I think they fit in the Trader's 12 pocket. I mean, you have to measure them to see that's a 4-inch by 3-inch pocket. That would be a great solution for that. But anytime you have that kind of thing going on, getting it in the category, in this case, the front of the rainbow, and adding the label so that it reminds you that it's there. And that way you'll be able to flip through it. You may come across a few other things, maybe bling, rhinestone stuff that's multicolored or whatever. And then I would group those things together in there. And then so you can easily flip and also remember that they're there. What else you got, Suze?
Okay, let's see. Oops, that's a picture of the dogs. Okay, several questions on the rotating design board.
Okay.
Is the TT rotating board the wood board? I had bought the one that came with the Nancy tote a couple of months ago. I'm just trying to make sure I know the difference. And then another one, what's the difference between the desk-made rotating design board and the rotating design board?
So pull them both out.
How do we know which, another one, how do we know which rotating design board is wooden and which one is plastic when shopping on the website?
So the plastic one says, so there are 2 on the website. I believe the plastic one is the one that has for quick reference. So if you go to the special tab today, right, the upper left where it's totally Tuesday Tribe Top 10, you'll see both of them. I believe the picture of this one, and maybe Susie, you could click to that page and look at it. And this one has a picture of the rotating design board in use. And the wooden one has a picture of the rotating design board in the packaging. Is that what those the two pictures are? One in the packaging and one
in the packaging, and then one is plain and has the clippy on me, which doesn't come with.
Okay. Yeah, it does come with a clip.
Oh,
I just don't have it because I was using the other thing. So they both come with the clip. How do you know the difference? I think the wooden one is $19.99 and the plastic one is $24.99, if I remember correctly. But the plastic one in the description says lightweight, I believe, is in the description of the plastic one. So what is the difference for other intents and purposes? So they're the exact same size, like length, width, right? The plastic one, this one is a little bit wider, right? It's this a little bit wider this way than the wooden one. The plastic one is lightweight. It's got this grid pattern on the bottom that makes it lightweight. It's got a little bit of a stiffer rotator in it than the wood version, right? They both come with a clip. Does it show? Is the regular price on one $19.99? One's $24.99?
That's the plastic.
No, the wood one should be $19.99. The plastic one should be $24.99. Yeah. If you click on the $24.99 one, does it say lightweight in the little bullet points?
I was on the other one.
But that's kind of the difference. This one weighs a little bit less. $24.99.
Lightweight design, yeah.
Okay, so this one, new lightweight design, $24.99. The original, $19.99. So, and that's how you're gonna know which one is which. But essentially, they do the same job. I mean, they're the same size. They both come with the clips. I don't have the clip on it because I was testing it on the thing. But do I have a clippy right handy? I don't see one. Usually, oh here. So they both come. They both come with the clip. When you're using them, right? One of the little tricks about using the rotating design boards is, they work for all kinds of things: painting, drawing, coloring, scrapbooking, card making, stamping. I love it for stamping because you can really stamp a random pattern. It's also great when you're working on something that you have a mess in one corner of, and so you want to work on the other side of it. You don't have to touch that corner. You can just move it around. Awesome for cake decorating, by the way, because anything that you want to rotate around while you're working on it, floral arrangement, any of that stuff, they work great on that. If you are trying to do something like Zentangle, or I'm going to show you my little trick here. If you're working on something that's, well, this is a white piece of paper, so that's not good. I'm going to use this because you can see it, plus it's pink. If you wanted to do something around the edges, right, of your, so I don't have my other one in here, is it? If you're going to make a mess, like stamp off the edges, put a piece of scratch paper underneath, and then use a sticky note. So I just stuck the sticky note to the back of this, and then I can clip the sticky note underneath whatever I'm working on the backside. So now I have access all around this, right? If I don't use the sticky note, then I've got to use the clip to hold my project itself, and I might need to get to that area on the project. So just a simple sticky note on the back of whatever you're working with, and it's going to allow you full access all the way around that project. If you were like doing a random flower stamp on this, or you wanted to draw a border with your glitter glue or something like that, this little trick is going to help you do that. So the new lightweight plastic, $24.99. That's the fastest way to determine which is which. The little bit heavier wooden original board, $19.99. That's the quickest way to determine which one is which. Any other questions about the RDBs?
Let's see.
Or other questions at all are fine.
Let's see. I've got more questions.
All right. Okay, one thing I didn't talk about while Susie's scanning back to her questions is another thing that's 25% off today, the Slide Stash and Store collection. And that's going to give you one of each size of the Slide Stash and Store boxes. So if you love them and you need more, 25% off one of each.
Always need more.
And you always need more. I know there's always places that you're going to find them. If you have never tried them, that's a great way to try them because you do get one of each size, and then you can buy this beyond that, buy more in the size that you really want or that works best for you. All right, what else you got, Suze?
Love the idea of the folder holding summer trips, vacay, and all the mementos together. Will the page that holds these mementos fit into the regular scrapbook binder 3-ring?
Will the project planner page fit into a 3-ring album? I think is the question. I don't think so. I think it's a little big, but let's take one out here. So in this one, no, you're going to say, well, that doesn't have the same pockets. This is the perfect 6 page. And so I use this in here for planning, and it's got my, like this is a double page layout. So up to 6 photos in each pocket, but this is left side, right side, right? So I know these are all double page layouts from whatever trip it is. So if you're looking for a way to also plan out your layouts with the pictures, and you have a scrap and you're using scrap rack pages, or you could buy this, that is the perfect 6 scrap rack page that I use to do that with. So you could do that, and then it just adds right into the binder, so you can get those pictures organized at the same time. You can also use then the 5x7 scrap rack pages if you have bigger photos to do the same thing. So this is, I believe, a Heidi Swap 3-ring binder. It definitely is going to fit in terms of, no. Well, I say no like that, but it definitely fits 3-ring configuration, but I don't know if you can see, like it sticks out. It sticks out a little on the end. I mean, you could definitely, you want to go to the overhead and see if that shows any better, Susie? Is that a better?
Tip it a little.
You can definitely see kind of its, I don't know, maybe like if you pull it out, it's maybe a ½ inch, sticks out maybe a ½ inch. You could definitely use it for storing things while you're working on the album, absolutely. And then, yeah, it would definitely work for that. But I don't know that you want to leave it hanging out the end. Maybe, I mean, here's the truth is with scrapbooks, well, it's been my experience that I end up with extra mementos and stuff that I don't actually use in the scrapbook. You may want to have that in the back so that you can take those extra things and keep them with the book as well. That may be a good solution for you as well. So the 3-hole configuration is correct, but it's just a little bit too big. All right, you got anything else, Sue?
Oh, of course I do.
I got some things.
I got lots of things. Let's see. There was a funny one. Let's see. So Cheryl Willoughby was talking about making soups and freezing them. I'm like, what's your question? But then she posted again that said, oops, hit send too soon. She makes soups and freezes them in Ziploc baggies, uses them flat, and then tries to store them, and they fall over. So she's wanting to know, will the slide stash and store be able to stay in the freezer?
Yes. Oh, that's a great question. Somebody else actually posted up about that. She wants to know if she's storing flat things, so she freezes soup flat in a big Ziploc bag, which is a brilliant idea. Also, I'm loving that. So I'm going to steal that. I make chili and freeze it and send my husband out with it. And that would be a great way to do it because it's easy, again, to stand up in the refrigerator in his little camper. Okay. So can you use a slide stash and store in the freezer? You absolutely can. Someone else posted up now, and I even tried this in my freezer in here, but it's too shallow. They're 13 inches long, so that's going to be the thing. But she posted up that she uses them in her stand-up, 2-drawer freezer, and she puts like things in there like frozen vegetables that just kind of fall around and they're hard to think. So she's got the wide one in there, the number 6, and she could just pull out whatever, peas, broccoli, slide it back in, other things. So that's one of the problems.
I might need some more stash and store now.
That's one of the problems with the freezer is everything gets stacked up, right? It's hard
and buried.
Right. It's hard to keep.
Oh my
yeah.
God, how long has it been in there?
Exactly. So even things like meat and stuff that's flat in a tray, you could stand it up and then slide it in and out of your freezer. So it's been tested. I haven't tested it. I think it's a brilliant idea. I will confess, after she told me that, I was like, I wonder if this will hold things like my husband drinks these iced tea that come in a little bottle, or like water bottles and stuff in the refrigerator. And they're not quite the right size or shape for what he drinks, but they do fit other things. So yeah, it was kind of a brilliant, I love that idea. So yes, you can use them in the refrigerator or the freezer. They work really, really well. So yeah. Yes. Thanks for asking. Thanks for reminding me, because I wanted to talk about that anyway, because I actually tried it when she, I'm like, I wonder if that'll fit in my freezer. It doesn't fit in mine.
Oh,
So
I'm going to have to go home and try mine. All right. Where can I get, this is Robin Spillman wants to know where she can get ideas on using your items.
Oh, Robin's asking, where can you get ideas on using Totally Tiffany items? So if you go to the website, one of the options is organize my, I think, Susie, if you go to the main page, it starts with top 10 right now. Then what are the next categories?
Tuesday Tribe Top 10. Clarence, how to organize your ... And
okay.
a list of things.
How to organize your ... If you click on any one of those things, now the website is in the process of getting a major overhaul and update. So some of this, I know. So some of the stuff on there, I think I'm having a hot flash either out of the AC kicked off out here.
It's 72.
Yeah, so it's me. And there's all these different uses for things. So if you go to the Teresa Buddy Bag on the Buddy Bag shopping page, it's going to show that it's not going to, it might in the picture show Teresa holding baker's twine. But if you click on the how to organize your ... and then you click on baker's twine, it'll show you 4 or 5 different products that we make. Oh, which is I'm so glad you brought it up. I want to talk about this. What kind? Hang on a second. I got to make a note or I'll forget. I'm in beach ball mode. It'll show you all the products we make that, or recommend that we make, that hold baker's twine or ink pads or whatever it is. Now, when I say it's a little bit out of date, things are missing, like the chastity bag and the Failing bag, kind of the newer things. So, but that's a great way to kind of get a visual on the different things that each of the Totally Tiffany products hold. If you're looking more for video or kind of step-by-step of how to put things together, then go to the Totally Tiffany YouTube channel and type in whatever you're looking for, Kiwi Lane or ink pads or how to use fab files or any of that kind of stuff. There's probably going to be a video there. And then last but not least, lots of the individual products, when you click on the individual products, they have a little video also that will show multiple uses for them as well. Before you do any of that, and I'm sure Barbara's going to talk about this in the Get Organized Challenge, there's a blog post, which is another place that you could search if you click on the blog and search for whatever you're looking for. If there's a blog, maybe a blog post about it. There's a blog post called What Kind of Crafter Are You? And when you're choosing Totally Tiffany products, you're going to notice, wow, Tiffany makes 4 or 5 different 12 by 12 paper organizers. Why do you make so many? And how do I know what's best for me? And we make a variety of things that all kind of do the same job, because there's all kinds of different crafters. We have different space. We move around in the world differently with our supplies. Some people store their supplies in the house. Some people have to store things out in the garage. Some people have humidity. Some people have dust. Some people only travel. Some people only stay at home. And so that What Kind of Crafter Are You blog post is a great way to kind of read through, and that will help you make the right decisions for you, right? If you always only craft at home versus you always travel, you're going to want to choose different products from the Totally Tiffany collection so that they work best for your crafting life, the way that you work. All right, Susie, I saw you get excited over there. What do you got going on?
I'm trying to keep up with all the questions. And then finally, we were still on the overhead camera.
Oh, we were?
Yeah.
Oh, so, sorry.
That's okay. We had several people telling
You're still on the overhead. So you're just looking at my notes here as I'm writing.
And then I had somebody else. Let's see.
Usually I'm better at telling Susie, like switch.
Yeah, we're still getting used to this.
Yeah, sure.
So Allison Jacob says great ideas on the. Oh no, somebody else was wanting to confirm that the slide stash and store will go in the freezer, right?
Yes, slide stash and store can be put in the freezer.
Okay.
No problem.
Linda Rodriguez is asking, the project planner pages, do they fit inside the TT 3-ring binder?
Oh, absolutely. Yes. The project planner pages do fit in any of the Totally Tiffany binders, whether it's the zipper binder that I was just showing, or if you have the canvas craft binder, they fit in that as well. Absolutely. All of our binders are bigger. I mean, that's just,
Go bigger.
yeah, we're bigger. Everything's bigger.
Okay.
We're like Texas.
Lynn Brock, is there a TT anonymous group?
Lynn wants to know if there's a TT anonymous group. No, we'd have to shut that down. We love all you guys. We want you to hang out with us, be part of our crowd.
Yeah.
So, however, I know there's some TT trading activity, and it might even be a TT trading group. So if you need stuff or want to trade stuff that you have, I think that does exist.
Oh, that would be cool.
I've seen that out there.
All right. Question, can you show what size buddy bags would fit inside the 2 new large zip and store bags?
What size buddy bags would fit inside the 2 new large zip and store bags? Okay, let me grab, do I have the zip and store bags here? I actually, let me grab them. I will keep talking so that you.
Another question.
Okay.
Vicky Lyons said, I have the original scrap rack. I haven't seen them in stores recently. Do you still make them?
Yes, we do still make the original scrap rack. You can get it on our website, scrapbook.com. I think if you Google search it, you can get it a lot of places, but it is not in Joann's or Hobby Lobby or anywhere like that. Okay, this is the large square, and it will fit, let's see, 10. It's going to be kind of tough. It won't fit any of the long ones because they're all longer than they're all longer than 10 inches. So when you're looking, all right, Susie, now that we got off the overhead, we're going back to the overhead. So let me know how I'm lined up here for that view.
I think you can go back towards you a little bit more. Oh, no, forward then. Kidding.
So when?
That's good.
Okay, so this is the Irene in the short version, right? So, so it's 10 by 10 and a half by 4, which means any of the smaller bags. This is also Irene. So, I mean, any of the longer bags are not going to fit. This is Deborah. So you could get a couple of Deborahs. You probably could get Sarah. Do I have a loaded Sarah up here? That looks like a Deborah. Yeah. I probably have one down here, maybe not loaded. There it is. You could probably get Sarah in there and then maybe a Deborah next to her. So basically what you're looking at is 4 by 10 and a half by 10 for the large square. And then if you're looking at doing something with the large rectangle, so they're all 4 inches deep. This one is 20 inches long, but they're all 4 inches deep. So that's kind of the limiting factor if you're trying to put buddy bags into them. So kind of probably like the Deborah, the Eileen, what else might fit in there? Terry. Those are probably going to be the limits. Monica, she's very similar in size to Eileen. You'd only maybe be able to put her down. She doesn't go as flat on the top. So that would be, yeah. That's what I'm going to say. Probably Eileen and Monica are going to be your best bet, and Deborah or Terry. Terry and Deborah are the same size, just a little bit longer. So, all right. All right, Suze, you could switch back if you haven't already. All right. All right, what do you got next?
Okay, let's see. Jean Coulson says, my slimline box top developed a large crack. Is this normal or is that a flaw?
Slimline box top has a large crack. Definitely a flaw. I would reach out to customer service and have them replace it for you. Yes. And
now if somebody, let's see, where did it go? I've lost it. I'll find it and get
All
back
right.
to you.
all right. So Slide Stash and Store, the collection that is available on the 25% off today. You can interrupt me when you find it too, Susie, or wave at me and I'll stop talking. Also, not only in your freezer, it's also a great place to store your cutting plates as well for like for your Gemini. So the number 4 is a great place to store those cutting plates. They are tall enough also to hold 12 by 12. The 4, 5, 6 will hold 12 by 12 things as well. And they will also hold some buddy bags. I mean, obviously I have a little bit of everything in mine here on the back shelf.
I just had somebody asking, or Facebook user, I don't know who that is. You might want to mention the $10 Tuesday.
Oh, I didn't even know we were having a $10 Tuesday.
I didn't either.
That may be, yeah, I don't know if it's on the Totally Tiffany website. There wasn't a banner up about it this morning and no one mentioned it to me in our morning meeting, but what's going on? A $10 Tuesday. Do you see it, Suze? If you go to the Totally Tiffany site, if you go to the homepage, it should be on a banner there, but no one told me we were having $10 Tuesday. If you're new to the Tuesday tribe, you know that we occasionally do have. Yeah. If someone who knows about $10 Tuesday, is it only on the Crafters Companion website? If so, and it might be only on the Crafters Companion website, but they do usually have Totally Tiffany products in the $10 Tuesday also. So that could be part of the thing as well. Last week, after I was talking about the Denise bag, I did have a couple of questions. Where to find the pocket. So this pocket just has a little insert flap in the bag. This is my demo one that has a piece of paper in it with the dimensions. But this medium-sized pocket is the pocket that fits in the Denise buddy bag for die and stamp storage, right? So stamps, stamps, stamps. I've got even red rubber stamps in here. These are on I looked it up, the desk made page. So if you're looking for the die stamp and supply pockets, they're on the desk made page. They come in 3 sizes, small, medium, large. Do I have a large one in here? It doesn't look like I do. The small ones fit in the Katja buddy bag. The medium ones fit in the Denise buddy bag. The large ones fit in the die stamp and supply holder, but they are designed, you can add a magnet sheet in there to put your dies on if you want to keep your dies with your stamps. Just take a 5x7 magnetic sheet or the slimline magnetic sheet and cut it to the size that you want. Slip it into the pocket with your dies and stamps. So sorry I wasn't clear about where to find those last week when we were talking about it, but they are the die stamp and supply pockets, die stamp and stencil pockets. They are on the desk made page, and we do have all 3 sizes in stock right now. There's also a variety pack of them where they come in packs of 25 by size, or a variety pack has 12 of each size. So if you're trying to figure out where would I use those or how many do I need or do I like them, try the variety pack first and you might really fall in love. I love them. Everybody loves little pocket. It makes it easy to keep those things together. All right, Susie, are you ready for me?
I'm laughing, but there's a bunch of talk about drinking the TT Kool-Aid.
Oh, yes, please drink the TT Kool-Aid and join Barb for her unofficial challenge. Well, it is a little bit addicting, right? Once you start getting organized and getting things cleaned up, and then you kind of develop that bug of how do you carry it around the rest of your house and terrorize your husband, which is kind of what I do with all that kind of stuff. So, yeah.
I think Bill doesn't want to get organized, except when I'm waiting for shipment from Container Store.
Susie's getting organized with Bill. I rely on Bill because he's the latte maker at her house, so I can ask questions about how to clean the latte machine and that stuff. All right, what do you got?
Oh, I just saw one. Hang on.
Oh, it goes
I'm having
speeding
a hard
by.
time getting used to this new.
The new set. We have a brand new setup. We have a new computer. We have the new lights. Everything is.
Okay. Donna Pierce is asking. I sent Leanne an email about the zip and store last night. I can't get the smell out of them. Is she on vacation? I won't keep looking for a response.
I wonder what do they smell like? Mine didn't smell, but mine don't come. I get things differently than you guys do. So I haven't heard that yet. Yes, Leanne is on vacation. Susie, when you see a question go by, I never thought about this. You can click on it so it shows up big on the screen.
I know, but then it stays there. I'm trying to.
Oh yeah, and then you have to click the next one. Yeah,
and
okay.
then
Everybody
sees it, and it covers up some of.
Whatever I'm doing.
It shows up. Yeah.
Right. I thought I had a quick, easy solution.
No.
Yeah. So if you have issues with the way your zip and store bags smell, Leanne is on vacation. They shouldn't smell weird. Mine come packaged differently than what you guys get, but that shouldn't be a thing. So.
All right, here's a good one for you. Carrie D. Need a way to store non-bobbinated, not wound onto plastic bobbins, floss.
Oh.
And it says DMC, Classic Colorworks, Weeks, Dye Works, Gentle Arts, etc. Floss away. Bags slide under each other in buddy bags.
So she's asking about storing embroidery floss. I would look at the 6-drawer storage and supply kit. I'm saying that, and I bet we're out of stock on it. However, just because we are doesn't mean that scrapbook.com is out of stock, or maybe Stephanie, the stampsoflife.com aren't out of stock. But the 6-drawer storage and supply case, one of the nice things about it, I have one here. Okay, I'm going to talk while I walk here because I know where this is. It'll be faster for me than Susie to get it. It works. Oh! Was my little jar. That's all right. I should have sent Susie because she's taller. And it's when she pulls things off the shelf, she doesn't pull them onto the floor. So if you are looking for floss storage, right, especially by color, which is, of course, what I would recommend. Now, maybe I don't actually embroider. My mother does. But one of the things she likes about this with her floss is that it fits both these bobbinators, right? They fit in there, as well as the floss, and it can be in there by color. And again, which you see with, I don't have it here on the shelf, but you can stack these on top of each other and label the front, pink and purple, green and blue, or maybe by brand. Maybe you're keeping it by brand, or you're keeping that floss by project. So you could stack multiples of them up and pull out that whole drawer and have that color or that project's floss. I think that might be actually a common way that you buy a project, or you buy floss specifically for a project, but you could also pretty easily, orange, yellow, green, blue, see it that way in there. It's protected. But again, I love especially floss is so lightweight. I love stacking them up, and that gives you this easy off your shelf drawer. I need green and blue, whatever it is, put the labels in the front, and you're going to love it. So the 6-drawer storage and supply case. And once they are on bobbins, they're still going to fit in there, right? One way or the other. You can kind of line them up this way or stand them up so that you can see them. So I would definitely, that would be my suggestion. I think most of the buddy bags are too deep. Their things will be a little unruly in there. The other thing is the buddy bags have a lot more Velcro than the storage and supply cases. And as we know, things like this get hung up on Velcro, and it's a little bit annoying. So there's less Velcro and less opportunity for your stuff to get hung up on the Velcro than in a buddy bag. So if that didn't answer your question, if I didn't understand your question correctly, let me know. But I love this. If you want a shallower one, I guess that if you want to have less, if you don't want them layered as much, you could get the same effect, less per tray. In the 8-drawer. So if you wanted to just have single color, layer of them, the 8-drawer would work as well. The 6-drawer is going to hold more, but they'll be kind of piled up on top of each other in there too, I guess. All right, Suze.
Donna Pierce says it's like a greasy, oily smell. And somebody else commented that theirs didn't smell. So maybe she's just lucky.
Maybe you have a super sensitive nose, because now that you say that, it doesn't smell a greasy, oily smell, but I can definitely smell the fabric if I put it right up. So you may have a super sensitive sniffer. But if they smell bad, they're not supposed to. Reach out to customer service. And that is something that if you don't want to wait for Leanne, you could just go to customer service at Crafter's Companion as well, and they would be able to help you also with that. So either way, that's going to work for you. All right.
Are the pockets desk made or TT, and what are they called?
The pockets are called they're called die stamp and stencil pockets. They are, all of it is TT. It's just that we have these multiple brands underneath the TT umbrella, but I'm going to pull this down, and when I do that, this is going to fall on my head. I'm going to grab it this time so I don't make quite so much noise. Oh, there was two up there. They look like this. I think this is even what the picture looks like on the web page, right? Just a clear little packet there. So medium stamp, die, and stencil pockets. There we go. Not die, stamp, and stencil, but stamp, die, and stencil pockets. And they should be on the desk made page, but they look like that in the package. 3 sizes. And you have the multi-pack if you want that, or the variety pack if you want that. It's a great way to try them out. I love them. They're all over here. They're all over my craft room for all kinds of things. What else you got, Suze?
Let's see. We have Lisa DW says, question, I don't see an 8x8 paper handler. Is there one?
There is an 8x8 paper handler. I don't know why it's not on the website.
Are they out of stock?
Nope. Well, I don't know. I don't think so, though. I don't know why it's not on the website. I'll follow up with that. But I believe that both scrapbook.com and the Stamps of Life have it. We have it. It's in stock. I don't know why it's on the website. I will follow up with that as soon as we get off the air today. So.
All right. Where'd it go?
So I want to remind you, while Susie's looking for questions in the feed, that if you don't post a comment, you can't be one of the winners. So you definitely want to post a comment. If you're brand new, tell us you're new. If you've been around a while, tell us what your favorite TT product is. Just say hi from wherever you are, but we can't pluck your name out of the names if it's not in there. So we only have about a minute left too. So Susie's woohoo, the time is flying today.
All right. Joanne Weller is asking, I just purchased a lot of scrapbooking supplies and got myself a Faline and Kirsten buddy bag. Looking to see where I get 9x6 dividers, and are there dividers I can get for Kirsten?
So Faline is going to hold the 6x6 tab divider pocket. Kirsten is going to hold the 9x6 tab divider pocket. They are coming in stock on our website, but I'm going to tell you who, if they exist in the world, the stampsoflife.com has the 9x6 tab divider pockets. She gets first dibs on all of them. There are times when she buys the entire shipment, honestly. So if anybody has them in stock, it's going to be the stampsoflife.com. If you go to the Totally Tiffany, like from her left side menu, she has a line that's even says Totally Tiffany. Click on that and then scroll through and you will find the 9x6 pockets on her website. And I am almost 100% sure that she actually has them in stock right now, but we do not. So the 6x6, she probably also has a 6x6 for the Faline. So the 6x6 fit in the Faline, you can probably get both the 9x6 and the 6x6 on the Stamps of Life website right now.
All right. Sandy Grant is asking, will Faline fit the Tim Holtz stamps and Delusions stamps?
Will Faline fit the Tim Holtz stamps and the Dilution stamps? I think so, but I don't know that for a fact. You may have to go with Katie for those. Katie is, where's my Katie bag loaded up with things here? This is one of the problems of moving my things all around.
Oh, isn't that the truth?
Katie is taller, and she'll work with the 8x5 pockets. And I'm pretty sure that the Dilution stamps and the Tim Holtz stamps are closer to 8 inches tall, and like 4 inches wide. And that 8x5 pocket, where is that? I can't believe I have a bag that's loaded up. Oh, I took it with me when I went to California. I wonder if it came back with me. Yeah, I can't believe it's not right here. It probably is. As soon as we turn off the camera today, I'm going to find it.
Oh.
I'm going to see it. You know, that's how it's going to happen.
Somebody commented that Crafter's Companion has a $10 Tuesday. There are several Totally Tiffany items listed.
Okay, the $10 Tuesday is only on Crafter's Companion website. So look there for what's special for Totally Tiffany on $10 Tuesday there. Also, Dilutions and Tim Holtz, I bet they would fit in the 9x6 pockets and in the Kirsten Buddy bag. So they wouldn't be vertical. That would be Katie. But they would fit in the Kirsten because they are, I think they are 8x4. That is a 9x6 pocket, or maybe they're 8x5. But I think Kirsten might be a good option for Tim Holtz and Dilutions. I'm going to order some.
All right. How many full pages fit in this binder?
How many full pages fit in a spinder? A spinder, for those of you who don't know what that is the 3-ring section on the scrap rack or in the binder, this binder. And how many full pages are going to fit on there? And here's the challenge. It is a 1.5-inch ring. It just depends on how much stuff you have in your pages and how big the pages are. So the project planner pages are much thicker, right? They have pockets on the front, pocket on the back, pocket in the middle, which means they're going to be significantly thicker as you load them up. So for the regular scrap rack pages, you can fit somewhere between 15 and 30 pages in there, depending, again, do you have 10 things in a pocket or 1 thing in a pocket? So it's more about how thick things are than actually the number of pages. With the project planner pages, excuse me, the project planner pages, again, I would say 3 comfortably. They come in a pack of 5. You're going to get 3 comfortably in that binder. You can put all 5 of them in there. It's just a matter of how much stuff you're going to load into each page, how thick they get. The binder is flexible and plastic, so if your pages are thick, they're just going to pop the binder edges up. All of our stuff, as we mentioned. So look how much room you have inside this binder from the edge of the page, right? So you've got it can take some heft to it, but it just goes back to how much stuff you have fit into those pockets. Those pockets expand out 1 inch on either side. So you could have 2 inches of stuff in one and then 2 inches in another, and then you're done with 2. So
another comment that somebody says the smell goes away after a while on the zip and storage bags. I find that it helps to let them sit in the garage or outside for a day or 2.
Oh, someone else has stinky storage bags. I'll bring that up too. I haven't heard that. But she said put them in the garage out of the packaging. She put them in the garage. Yeah. For a day or 2 and let them breathe, air out.
Okay, here's a good question. Lisa Stump is asking, is the Tuesday Tribe Top 10 only good for today?
Is the Tuesday Tribe Top 10 only good for today? No, it is good until next Monday. So what I'm going to try to do is put together a collection of products every week. I don't know that they'll always be 10 or that they'll always be 25% off. It's sort of Tuesday Tribe focus. I got a couple of great comments on the feed last week and some follow-up afterwards about people saying, can you pick a few products and talk about them and give us a little bit more detail on each of those? And so I thought that is a great idea. And that's where kind of this whole thing was born. I was like, okay, we're getting ready to travel. It's summer. And so that's relevant. And then if you got your new Gemini or you're getting a new Gemini, that's relevant. Also, how can I tie in what else is happening in our world with kind of some special promotions that are appropriate for what everybody might need or want at this particular time. So sometimes it'll be that target. Sometimes it'll be like whole groups of product targeted. So yeah, but the goal is to thank you for what, I mean, anybody can buy them, but you guys know that they're there, I guess. Thank you for watching and give you kind of some little benefits to things. And sometimes it'll probably just be a coupon that we give out the code during Tuesday Live, but they should mostly last a week. And then I think some of you already know the third Thursday of every month, we do a 3 for 2. So that's a group of products. And when you buy 2, you get the third one free. So you want to mark your calendars always to check out the third Thursday special too on the website. So those are kind of our standard things. All right.
You ready for a winner?
I'm ready for a winner.
All right. Teresa Scott.
Teresa Scott, you are this week's winner. You have won a $25 Totally Tiffany gift certificate. To collect your prize, all you need to do is email. Well, first, if you're not a Club Inspire member, please go on and join Club Inspire and then email prizes, that's prizes with an S, at crafterscompanion.com and let them know that you are this week's winner. Is it Teresa TH or TE?
Let's see. It is THERESA.
Okay.
And Scott.
All right. I'm also going to give Leanne your information because she follows up on that stuff. So Teresa Scott, sign up for Club Inspire and then email prizes at crafterscompanion.com and they will get your prize loaded into your account so you can shop when ready. All right, my crafty friends, thanks so much for joining me for Tuesday Tribe, Tuesday Live. I love being here on Tuesdays. I'm glad that you're here with me. I will give you a little bit of a heads up. I mentioned earlier that I am traveling the last 2 weeks of June. So there will not be a Tuesday Live those last 2 weeks of June. Perhaps you could tune into Barb's unofficial Get Organized Challenge while I'm gone. That would be awesome. But I'll be gone. We'll put up all that information, but just a heads up on that since we know that I'm not going to be here. And then, but I will see all of you. What do you need to know this week? Check out the new Gemini. Oh my gosh, it's so cool. And then check out the Tuesday Tribe Top 10 on the website for 25% savings on those. I'm going to look at the 8x8 paper handler and make sure we can get that up on the website for you. And remember, anything we don't have, scrapbook.com or the Stamps of Life will probably have for you. Thanks so much for tuning in today. Have a great rest of your week, and I will see you next Tuesday right here. Take care, everybody.